We are lucky enough to be graced by someone that you would remember from Ramsay Street or maybe from Australian Idol.
Yes, that's where I first came across this young gentleman.
He is an ambassador for Are You OK Day and his name is Rob Mills. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, guys. I really appreciate you calling me a young gentleman. I am 38 now, so I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm all grown up. I'm almost a man. Got my first chest hair the other day, so looking up.
I'm a real man now.
Yeah, I bucked it. Nobody wants that.
Now, Rob, you are in Melbourne at the moment. What's it like for you in COVID town?
Look, okay. First of all, like the laughter doesn't help. Well, a lot of Victorians are in a bit of strife at the moment. The Are You OK Day couldn't come at a better time.
Right.
I think a lot of people are putting their hand up at the moment saying, I'm actually not okay. Not dealing well with the homeschooling, not dealing well with sometimes lack of employment or just lack of purpose at the moment. But look, from what I've seen around the city, everyone is banding together. They are doing the right thing. Everyone's wearing a mask down here and keeping their distance, and which is a real shame. Like as far as we're meant to be connecting, it's really hard to connect through a mask. I think it's hard to see a smile. You can see it in the eyes, but only just.
Yeah. Being an ambassador for Are You OK Day, what does that mean for you? What are your responsibilities around that?
I got asked to come on board about 5 or 6 years ago and was sort of working out who I was, what sort of growing my emotional intelligence at the time. And I think I've sort of made it my goal to break down the stigma of just talking about mental health. If I can get Macca at the footy club to go into a training session one night and go, boys, I went to the psych last night. It was pretty good.
Oh.
I got some tears out and I feel all right. So that's basically what I'm hoping is that it normalises the conversation, because if you go see a physio for a sore hammy, you should be able to go see a professional to get an unbiased opinion about some of your thoughts and feelings. It just seems like a no-brainer to me. But yeah, I'm trying to just break down the stigma, and I think government's done a pretty good job. You can get 6 rebatable psychs a year if you go onto a mental health plan.
Yeah.
People are asking about what can I do if someone says that I'm not okay. You can point them towards their GP and they can go onto a mental health plan. So imagine getting 6 free sessions a year where you go to talk to someone. So every couple of months, you just go and check in with a psych and they tell you, to help you out with your thoughts and feelings. I just think it's a no-brainer and more people should be doing it, especially if the government's going to pay for it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
And it's kind of like going to a personal trainer. Like once you get fit, you don't stop going. Like it's actually good for you to go even when you are feeling well, just to keep your mental health in check. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, 100%. And also, like I know a lot of us are time poor at the moment, especially if you're homeschooling and also working. But telehealth is so readily available. I see my psych on Skype. He's in Brisbane. So I've been seeing him for a couple of years. And I find that just so, it's for me, because I'm always travelling, well, except for 20. But when the government told us that the arts was not essential. But I find it so easy to catch up with him at least once a month or every couple of months. It's brilliant for me.
Yeah.
So is there a certain reason that made you go, I'm really going to back this day? Like at what point were you like, this is really important to me?
I think we've all seen the stats. One in 5 people in this country are affected by mental health on any given year. I'm sure the stats will come out next year and say it's probably 2 in 5, maybe even 3 in 5 for 2020. Young men are more likely to take their own life. Yeah, so young men are more likely to take their lives than young women, and I can't have that. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me that in a world, as I said, where we're so connected, that these kids feel like they've got no one to turn, nothing to do but to take their own life because they don't feel like they're a part of something. It's a human instinct to feel like we want to feel like we belong, and also that we can be heard. So if I can continue this, just the chat and remind people that it's not just once a year on Are You OK Day, but it's every year. To just if you see something, if you see a change in behaviour, no matter how small, just have a conversation, and it could change your life.
Yeah, that's awesome. And look, during this time of lockdown for you in Melbourne, Millsy, have you been making any music?
I've been pivoting. I've started with on a startup. I've been playing a lot more guitar though. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm playing a bit of PlayStation, trying to exercise.
Playing a bit of PlayStation.
Trying to nest in the apartment.
You don't have to be productive, Millsy. You can tell us the truth. I literally in lockdown, I just lay on the couch watching Netflix. I didn't do anything. Didn't work on my abs. None of that. Like everyone else.
I made a promise. I made a promise to myself and to my psych that what will I achieve this year? Like what will COVID? What will I actually do? And I've been doing quite a bit, writing a one-man show and. Working on a new startup with a friend, and lots of creative ideas.
Damn it, Millsy, you're making me feel bad now. I've been binging Netflix. I haven't got any startup or one-man
was
show.
An absolute winner, and the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, love it.
Well, speaking of your music, we are going to play one of your songs this morning, Ms. Vanity. Can you tell us about this one?
It's a classic track.
It is a classic.
Handpicked by the record company many, many years ago after Idol. Where I was, as I said, low on emotional intelligence and probably intelligence at 21. So I was like, yeah, this sounds like a good song. It's a bit of a banger.
It is.
And what a weird and wonderful world that was. A couple of years in the music industry. And then I went, this is probably not for me. I'm going to step away. And I've found my community in the musical theatre community, which has been great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you actually did a show with one of my mates, David Todman.
I love David Todman. He's an excellent, very funny man.
He is very funny.
Brisbane's own.
Yeah.
Was it Gold Coast or Brisbane?
Is he or me?
He's.
Oh, yeah. Well, I met him Gold Coast. I don't know if he's
Brisbane-based
Brisbane now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's moved back. Anyway, yeah, he's a very funny man and an excellent actor.
Yeah. He is.
Well, Millsy, thanks so much for joining us on the show this morning. I was going to say next time you're up this way, you should pop in, but we don't want any Victorians crossing the border. I'm sorry.
We don't want corona.
Stay in your own place.
I've got to get past 2 borders before I get there. So, a lot of roadblocks. But hopefully it'll all open up soon. We can share the love of the Sunshine State with your fellow Victorians. We've graciously given you the grand final this year up in Queensland, so enjoy it. Have fun.
I don't know if your Hawthorn will be there, will it? Will they? Or
They will not be there.
I was going to say. Well, thanks for joining us anyway, and we're going to play your song right now. This is Miss Vanity by Rob Mills. Have a great morning.
Thanks, guys. Go and have a real conversation today and enjoy yourselves.
Yes,
thanks.
For more information, jump on ruok.org.au right now, though. Miss Vanity, Rob Mills.